Hello, this is Will Steffen from the English department, and the purpose of this video is to just go over a few of the functions you have access to with Blackboard. The two things I want to cover are how to create an assignment on Blackboard with using Safe Assign so that you can check for plagiarism, and also how to set up your gradebook in Blackboard with a weighted final grade column so that your students can check and see what their running average is in the class. So if you open your Blackboard page, and if you go down to assignments, you can see here I've created a few assignments already. This is for my English analytical writing course for spring of 2019. And I have four of the written assignments here. I just want to add one more, which is the film review. So you go up to, assessments and then down to assignment, and that'll open up a new page. You need to give it a name, so we can call this film review. And then I always like to upload from my computer the assignment sheet and a rubric, which I've created. So let's see if I can find it. Film review, assignment sheet, and film review rubric. Just so the student, in case they lose the hard copy that I give them, they always have access to it. You can also create a due date so that the students have a hard deadline. If I go over here and check my syllabus, see, this is for my Monday, Wednesday class. So the film review there is going to be due April 15th. So I can put that in as the due date. 15th at midnight, and it's worth 100 points. And then if you click on submission details, this is where you can opt to make it possible for Safe Assign, to run the assignment through Safe Assign so that it can check for plagiarism. And it'll give you a percentage of what kind of match it has to other submissions that either other students have submitted or other publications on the internet. I always like to create unlimited attempts just in case a student has trouble uploading the first assignment so they're not emailing you. But then if you just click that box, check submissions for plagiarism using Safe Assign, that should do the trick. You can also enable anonymous grading and allow I always let my students see the grade so that when I record it, they have access to it. And then make the assignment available. You can stagger how you want these assignments to be released. I just want my students to be able to see them all at all times. So I'm going to go ahead and make that available and then click submit. And then the assignment is here. They have the two handouts, the rubric and the assignment sheet. And then once that assignment is due, once the student posts it, you can just go to the full grade center, or I'm sorry, needs grading, and it should show up here, and you can just click on it and grade it there. The other thing I want to go over in this brief video is how to create a weighted column. So this is what my roster looks like right now. As you can see, my assignments are all here: the personal essay, the sonnet, the short essays, and the assignment I just created, because this creates them in order, it's all the way over here at the end, the film review. What I want to show you, I've created a column for a lot of the homework assignments already. I just kind of went in and did that manually. You can go up here to create column and type in like the homework 1, and as long as you put a point value in, I've been putting in 10 points, it should create that for you, and you can just go ahead and click submit. But the thing I want to bring your attention to is the weighted column that students are likely going to be checking most of the semester to see how they're doing in the class. So you can use this weighted total column. which I believe already comes standard on all of the Blackboard gradebooks. So we just want to edit the column information. And because this is a weighted column, it gives you the option of down here, if you go to select columns, which of those columns you want to be included in the estimation for the running total or the final grade. So for me, on my syllabus, I have this little breakdown of the assignments for the course. So most of the essays are worth 10%. There's a quiz and a game assignment worth 5%. Participation is 20%, and then these two assignments are 15%. So what we're going to do is we're just going to select those assignments and then weight them accordingly. So the personal essay, the sonnet, the short essays, we want all of that stuff over here. We want the game assignment. We want the MLA quiz. We want final exam. And we also want participation. And the participation column I've also created as a weighted column. The participation column basically takes all of the, we also want the film review. The participation column takes all of these assignments, these homework assignments, and basically adds them all up into one thing. So that becomes part of the average. And then all we need to do is enter how much each of these assignments are worth in the final average. And again, this should correlate to what I'm giving my students on their syllabus. So the game assignment is 5%. The MLA quiz is also 5%. Final exam is 10%. Participation is 20. Film review is 10. You want to calculate it as a running total. So again, if you have it as a running total, the students will always be able to check in and see what their average is at any given point in the semester, which again, I think a lot of our students find helpful, and it kind of gives them, it helps them figure out how they're doing, what they need to work on. And then that should be good, and then you just hit submit, and that should create that. So that means that once I start entering grades in for these essay assignments, it'll start giving the student a weighted total of how they're doing in this column. So yeah, that pretty much covers how to create an assignment and how to create a weighted total column on the gradebook in your Blackboard page. So again, I'd encourage everybody to use this, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you.